All right. Let's see if we can get some people in here. Work on Nick's RC3 wheeler. Let's see. Oh, is that waiting for me? It is waiting for me. Okay. All right. Wait for some guys to get in here before I get started. You just miss all the fun stuff. All right. At least you guys can hear me, or anybody's watching this. I have a wireless mic on, so you can hear me but can't see me. Working on a 3D print right now. Oh, good. Yeah. Okay. Not yet. All right. See if we got anybody in here yet. Not yet. It is a Tuesday night. Oh, hey, had a couple of people in. Hello, everyone. All right, I guess we'll get to it. So yeah, this is a RTAC remote control three-wheeler or ATC. It's modeled after Honda 350X. This was running. I've got two of them. One was made for me. I've got mine, and one I made for RCJesus, who I do live shows with. Some of you guys might know. Anyway, yeah, so we had a couple of boobies here, broke a handlebar, had some weird things with the suspension we're going to adjust. Might do a couple other things here. Just going live real quick, let you guys check it out. Ask questions from you guys haven't seen it before. So, yeah, first thing I'll do here, let's see, I'll probably take the fuel tank off. So everything's kind of under the fuel tank here. It's got a captive nut in the fuel cap, which we will release. There we go. Okay. And it just comes right off. Nice and easy. That gets us access into here. So right now I got his, he runs Futaba. It's one of those weird guys. Runs Futaba. I'm gonna have to use my radio to test it. So a couple things I want to do. I've got lights in the front. I want to add lights to the front. Well, I have them in the front already, in the front right here. I want to add them to the back though too. And put like the brake light on it, like it has from the factory. So I gotta do some electrical wiring there to do that. Kind of clean it up. When we were at Proline by the fire, we threw in a brushless system in it from Hobbywing, kind of the all-in-one FOC system, just to make it nice and easy. So speed control, everything's built in. I threw it in haphazardly. I want to turn it so the wires aren't facing down and clean it up a little bit. Mount the switch a little better. It's kind of hanging, just chilling out here. So little things like that. While I'm here, I'm going to switch out the handlebars. So I printed these out at Pet G just for the fun of it. And they did pretty good until it rolled over a couple times and it snapped. So the new ones here are TPU, so they're going to be flexible. They aren't going to break. So get the new handlebars on. New grip, same thing. Did those out of TPU. Those are going to be a lot more resilient to rollovers. So get it all together here. There we go. That looks good. And that one goes there. Oop. That doesn't look quite right, does it? Oh, there we go. That one goes there. There we go. So I put the handlebars on. You can see there. And the grips are TPU too, so they even feel kind of squishy and right. So I just got to glue those on now. Grab some CA. All right. There we go. Nope. That one. There we go. Drop some CA glue in each one of these little guys. That's probably way more than I need, but whatever. Okay. So that one. Bottle of CA glue. Good stuff. Okay. That one. There we go. All right. Got those in there. New handlebars installed. I don't have any viewers. That's all right. It's a Tuesday night. No idea what's going to happen. Okay. I'm going to toss that one. Snap. All right. Next thing we're going to do, we'll flip this thing over. Test out those new handlebars. Okay. We're going to flip this axle over. Right now, the way it spins, it's creating torque, which is making the axle drop under driving, and it's raising the rear end, so it doesn't look quite right. I'm going to flip the axle and hope that that reverses the torque the other direction. So this thing won't want to like stick its ass in the air every time I go somewhere. So I'm going to try that real quick, see how that goes. Let's see. There we go. One of these guys. Probably that guy. Wheels off. A slow night. Oh well. Almost there. There we go. That one's off. So you're gonna have to look at this. These axles are just barely long enough that we're barely touching the nylon on these nylogs. So they didn't fall off when we were driving them, but it wouldn't have surprised me if they did. And yes, this does have a solid axle in the rear. It's not completely scale. My plan was to eventually do a chain drive. Some people have already adapted it to this type of chassis. I have another plan I'm going to be going with, so I got some other stuff in the works that I'll be showing you guys as I progress. So I want to get this done because this one needs to get shipped back to Mr. RCJesus when it's all done. So, and once he gets that, 3D printer's done. Oh, I don't have a live view on that one. Oh well. Anyways, yeah. So once it's all done, this is going to ship back to Nick RCJesus, and this one will be his. I told him I'd make him one, and this is his. So, all right, I'll flip this axle around. Make sure it doesn't cause too much grief. Looks like it'll be fine. I'll have to print new trailing arms. All right. Ooh, maybe not. Let's see. We'll find out here. I have to run it the other way, which is okay. Yeah, let's do that. All right. What's up, Mr. RCJesus? He is in the chat. He's the only person in the chat. I'm working on it, man. Oh. Flipping the axle, got your new handlebars on. All the things. waiting for 3D prints to get done, so I thought I'd go live while I work on this thing. Got to work on the Borderland buggies next. Maybe I'll even grab it during the stream for those people that want to check it out. It's not retitled for that though, so it's a waste of my time to do that or not. I'm still figuring out this whole social media thing. And I've jokingly called some friends influencers, and it's probably going to come back and bite me in the ass if I keep it up. Because I've been starting to live stream more and do things more, so whatever. All right, that one's tight. Tight. Okay. Ugh. Anybody else in? No. One more action out of Facebook than YouTube tonight, though. Probably just Nick. Oh. Yep. I think that's going to be a difference. I think. We'll see. I feel like it will make a difference. Oh, a random bearing floating out here. What's that doing? Interesting. That shouldn't be out here. A support bearing for the back of the gearbox. Interesting. Oh, I'm going to have to put a spacer on that, I bet. Ain't it? There it goes. Huh. Yeah, I'll have to put a spacer on that. That's not cool. That's easy enough. To a little piece of fuel tubing or something. The bearing pop out because the U-joint is not all the way up against it. Thanks for anybody who's joining us and checking it out. Feel free to ask questions. Got this kind of tore apart right now, so hard to see how big it is and what it looks like. Oop. There we go. Oh, butter. Oh, it was fighting me. There we go. There it needs to be. Okay. All right. Well, for anybody watching, welcome. Oop, that's tight. There we go. All right. So now, hopefully, the axle won't kick that rear end up anymore. That's the hope. All right. So new handlebars on. I'm gonna need to put a washer on that. If I tighten it too much, it's gonna go through. Oh, that's good. They're floppy. Like dog ears now. I'll flap. Might have to find another type of filament. But I don't know, that should be fine. It'll be nice and strong. So sorry if I'm unwilling to myself, guys. Oh, I'm about to click on things here. Boop. All right. Put the glue back. That's done. Needs a little cleaning. Steering looks good. It's a little dinged up. Not bad. Oh, do I want to mess with the motor tonight? Yes, I do. Well, kind of. All right, let's unbolt it. This motor has a gear reduction drive on it. So there's no transmission. It's just got the it's like a Planet Sun. I can't think of the exact name for it right now. But a gear reduction box just bolted right onto the motor. And then the rear drive shaft goes straight to the rear axle. So not a proper transmission like a 3-gear or anything like that, just a gear reduction unit, like some of the crawler guys do to get even more lower gearing before they go to their trans. So that was interesting. Alright, so I gotta get that off with the motor. There we go. And I'm hoping the drive line will slide through the hole I've got here that I've designed it for. Oh, I gotta take the exhaust pipe off. That's right. Oh, let's see. There's 2 screws here on the side. All right, anybody watching, feel free to ask questions or anything. Oh. All right, sounds good, man. I will see you Thursday. Later, dude. Boop, boop, boop. How do I change that? I want to see all. Oh, okay, I see. Still learning this thing. Whoa, no. What was that? Oh, man. This is a mess. There we go. Okay. Whew. There it is. Okay. All right. That's good. Cool. All right. That's off. Now can I get the motor out? Yes, I can. Okay. Blip on the ground. There we go. Now I just got to clock this thing different because I wasn't a fan of the way I had it clocked before. So I remember how this all comes apart. Oh, you guys can't see anything back there. This isn't exciting to watch. You can't see anything. I got to do this back here. Oh, because I still have the wires connected. So hope you guys can hear me okay. I had a comment on one of my videos that people couldn't hear me, so I bought a fancy new lapel mic hoping that it would help. So I'll listen to this back later after I'm going live and see if you guys can hear me, because my viewer said he couldn't hear me. So all right, here we go. So I need to clock that. So it was here. So I want to clock it. Ugh, I'll figure that out. If I can even. Just have. Oh yeah, it's got multiple spots. So if I go there and then what there? Yeah, that'll work. I hope. Oh yeah. Okay. There's got some grease in it still, I hope. Let's see. Ooh, I'd like to see more grease in there. Grease, grease, grease. Use some grease. Should some Q-tips or not? Or not. Okay. Put some more grease in here. Planetary gearbox. That's what I was trying to remember. Planetary gearbox. Got a planetary on here. Sun. Well, sun and moon, I guess. Blah, blah, blah. All right. So that looks good. I'm just going to bolt it back up. Turn it till it's happy. And I should fix that one here. Okay. Oh, interesting. It is not happy. What's up? Okay. Oh, destroyed. Looks good. Oh, come on. Huh. These teeth are not. Oh, there it went. Clicked. Happy sounds. Okay, get everything else to line up. There we go. All right. Sorry, guys, if this is incredibly boring. I've had nights where you guys love this stuff and nights where it's crickets, like tonight. So, win some, you learn some. Lose some. All right. That's right. So I'm just putting the planetary system back on there, but I had to clock the motor because it was sticking down at a place I didn't want it to stick down, where the wires were really exposed. So I'm hoping I've got it clocked now where the wires will stick up into the chassis more and not get hung up on stuff on the ground. So that's the plan. And I really want to fix this bearing problem, but I don't want to take the drive shaft off because of how hard they are to put back on. Is the way I designed it. Oh. Grease off my one. Okay. All right, so now I'll get that guy in there. There we go. Get that guy in place. Okay. Oop. Oh boy. Come on. There we go. Okay. And that should be up there now to make that happy. Ooh. Did I go too far? Shoot, where's my flashlight? Oh, my flashlight. Damn. I may have took it a little too far, clocking it. Oh, I'm off that way. Okay. There we go. Ooh, okay, so should be able to go like a 180. So there's one. That's not the right hole. That's what she said. Okay. Shoot. Dang it. It's very tricky to line up. All right, so let's pull this back out. Let's pull it back out. Okay, so I need, which set of holes here? Those ones. I need it right there. So slightly off to the left. Okay. Ow, ow, ow. There we go. Okay. Okay, come on. There we go. Okay, slightly off to the left now. Okay, so get that back on there. There it is. All right, got one screw in. Yay. Oh, that's interesting. That's really interesting. Is that the wrong? No, that can't be the wrong screw. So I cinched up. Okay. Okay, on that one. There we go. Cool. That's much better. Up at the top now. Perfect. Yeah, so you guys, what I was doing is, let me see if I can show you. Yeah, so right here, these wires were down here before, and this is where things are going to hit. So I wanted to clock it up here. So in order to do that, I had to take it out and rotate it in the planetary gearbox. So that way it was going in the right way and everything lined up the right way. So that's what I was working on. I'm going to pull some of these wires through here to clean things up. There we go. Makes that a little prettier. So that will servo down in there for now. All right. Well, that was the main theme for tonight. Doing that. Let's see. Oh, gotta put the exhaust manifold back up. Just 2 screws there. And I can call it for tonight, I think. Not getting a lot of action tonight. So keep it short and simple. People can come back and watch if they want to. If you guys thought it was kind of cool. Sorry if I didn't show very much. Kind of got to see me strip it down a little and put it back together. It's really easy to work on. Only thing that's hard is taking this, everything kind of, there's 2 acrylic panels that are the main chassis, and beyond that is this whole rear fender seat assembly. So taking this off is a bit of a hassle, but there's really no reason to. You can get to the shocks, you can get to the rear end, everything back here pretty easily with that on. And then to get to all the electronics is just taking that fuel tank off like at the beginning. So it's pretty accessible and easy to work on. It's got front shocks, front spring shocks. These are hand built and 3D printed. It's got a rear monoshock, which is stolen out of like a Slash rear, that style of shock. Nothing fancy. Yeah, otherwise, yeah, it's got a full size servo here for steering. You can hear it do its thing. Yeah, screws, bearings, such. Rear end's basically just like a Yoda to clone axle. And it's locked up. So it's a solid locker. I wish I could find one actually that'd be an open diff. I think it would handle a little better, maybe. I don't know. I'm always curious if it would, the open diff would help it not tip over as much because it wouldn't push one tire more, or it wouldn't push in a turn as much. Why is that not grabbing? Oh, that came through. Oops. I've seen that happen before. There we go. Okay. So yeah, I hope you guys thought it was cool. Feel free to put questions in the chat if you have questions about it. You can always shoot them on Facebook. This is not 100% originally my design. I took someone else's design, modified it a bunch, replaced some of the 3D printed parts with real aluminum, and the acrylic panels make it a little stronger. Redid the rear end, redid the shocks, redid the triple tree. So a lot of modifications to get it, for me, to look more scale. So you see the front here, it's got a locking triple tree. This is a whole aluminum tube here, springs in here, so it's just a spring shock, not oiled. But yeah, so it's a lot of fun, pretty cool. A lot of the files are out there you can go get to do one yourself. The original one was a 250R, but it basically used the rear end of a Rustler that just kind of got put into here, a Rustler / Stampede, whatever, Traxxas. So it was independent suspension. The motor was back here. So this different version of 350 is a little more scale with the solid axle and the driveline. So yeah, we'll have this one working though. It'll be fun. Have something to put around. It's fun. It drives. It's pretty good. I've got all kinds of different ideas on other things I want to work on too with it, and ways to improve it, but also other projects I want to tackle that are in the same realm without giving away too much. So thanks for hanging out. For any of you guys that did, like I said, check it out. If you have any questions, let me know. Everybody have a great night.